tolerate crimes against humanity because you watch it on TV. That violence you pay for, that violence that we have on TV that our children watch, that we accept guns doing what the damage they do, and you think you want to be a Marine until you actually kill somebody. And when you kill somebody, you understand the intrinsic value they had on your life. Who they were as human beings. I hated watching this stuff about the Ukraine. What they do to those fairy tale villages and those lands that don't need to be destroyed. Killing those children for no reason except for all interest. The police need to be policed. They don't have human rights. You aren't violated because you can't get a drink of fucking water because you're not gonna have your partner go get you more water because it's good enough for you to drink the water in jail when you're in the hospital, and you can't wait to get to jail to drink water because that jail water was nasty. They make everything nasty in jail. They put you, concrete is softer than fucking metal. Concrete is softer. I would rather have a concrete bed than one made out of metal. You do it to be assholes for no reason. Take people away from their beds, put them in a fucking hard place to cool their jets, and then don't even give them their day in court. You're so vapid and narcissistic. That's my favorite thing to say. That's what society has come to. They're modern day pirates, all right. They're taking the country illegally. I can't believe I tried to kill myself on the day everybody was paying attention to me. And then Yvonne came and got me. Had me locked up. She couldn't help it. She didn't know what was going to happen. She thought they was going to help me, make me better. They just made me worse. Made me feel worse about being a human being instead of taking me out in Pasadena and walking around the Arboretum. Instead, they keep you locked up like you're in jail, except it's not a total prison and it's more comfortable than it is being in jail, because they feed you snacks and stuff like that. Otherwise, it's an institution, and they institutionalize people for no reason. Yeah, we need to let people migrate to the United States instead of cracking down on them and doing this stupid bullshit, wasting resources on people that want to be here, that want to make their lives better as human beings. We can't see them, that they exist, and that their shit stinks just as bad as ours. They smuggle their shit over. Can't keep doing this shit. Shouldn't be trafficking humans. It's not cool. People should be getting people that aren't caught and getting these people so they have homes instead of hiding them in internment camps, because those are wrong. They probably have fucking metal goddamn beds in those internment camps down towards Mexico because they want people to be in jail before they come into this country, so they understand that if you aren't good, you're gonna end up in jail. You're gonna be like that. Gonna suck those dicks. I don't care what people think of this white woman. She can't help it that she's white. She can't help it that she married a white man. And that she fell in love with him instead of a fucking Thai man. She had to go for the bigger dick and get satisfied with that asshole when I could have been living in Thailand and be with somebody else who loved me. Saw me as a human and not a drug. I couldn't help it. Every once in a while you gotta be a drug to somebody. Not everybody. You can do that shit in your head. You don't need to get that meth out there. Piracy is in their blood. Because in the 1700s, pirates were pirates. Pirates could capture their prey. Pirates could do all kinds of things. They smuggled in. Wow. Those need to look like all those bad ships that need to be sunk in China. Because they can't keep their dicks out of the ocean. Yeah, I'm gonna get caught eventually. It's just a matter of time. The drone, the jet, the chopper, they're all coming for me. And I can't hide in the night, 'cause I'm white. You can see me. I'm bright. Can't help it. Didn't ask to be born white. Stay one step ahead of them. You gotta understand, we gotta take the criminal nature out of crime. Gotta take them criminals and do something more productive than what we're doing with them right now. Because it's not helping, it's not changing the world. Changing names. If we can get these pirates taken care of, maybe we can get rid of a lot of drugs if we make them legal. And people don't have to die taking too many or too much. Because they'll only get a certain amount for their own pleasure. People are going to be drug addicts. We can't stop it. And people are still going to migrate to the United States and traffic themselves. Because they just want to be here. And we should make it easier. We should be forgiving and kind and human and love people instead of treating them like a means to an end and treating them like smugglers and slaves. I'm so over slaves and getting slaves out into the world. Over those shit. Over these assholes. I loved going to college. I did not like going to Florida for spring break. That's exactly when I went. But I love going to the Bahamas all the time. I could go to the Bahamas all the time. I'd hate to be Amber Heard right now and feel like she doesn't feel like she's in the wrong. But she is. She is, and I'm right. I'm a Clay. We have to be right. We're those assholes. I always have to be right, including my daddy. I hated being with him all the time, with his gaze laser beam staring at me. I felt abandoned, and he still smuggled pieces of my heart to love him. and find ways to love him in our community. Because he did what I did and tried to protect us from people. Tried to protect us from bad influences and didn't realize our mother was not a bad influence. She could have been a great one if he had only used her as a resource instead of treating her like she didn't deserve to be around her own children. Didn't deserve it. She did something wrong. She married an asshole who got his degree in being a lawyer. Didn't get a PhD because he's not smart enough to be a doctor. He only played poker. Played poker, got his Juris Doctorate. I guess that's a doctor. He's an asshole. Everybody's got one. Everybody needs one. It's just when you don't have one that's a problem. My daddy's not going to want to be my vice president, but I don't think he's got a choice. Because somebody has to be delusional to see what's going on at the sea. Somebody has to watch and pay attention to these stupid churches and take their money away from them because they're not using it for the community. They aren't being good Christians and following the word of the Lord because they left out women and a cross that you have to bear every day. Some people believe more strongly than others. I'm a devout Christian, even though I don't believe it's a he. It's more like an it. Yes, I think of God as an it, just like I think of that thing that was a pedophile with my son. I wish he died. I wish he was gone off the planet. Fucking pedophile. It's illegal. They want to deport people. Want to find out what they're doing with their free time because they're assholes who put people in jail for doing cocaine and stupid stuff because they want to enjoy their lives. It's only when they do stupid shit that they need to get locked up, but not in jail because it's dumb. Don't need to be locked up for long. Need to have night court and day court and every time court so that you get arraigned as soon as you're arrested instead of being stuck in jail being fed by the government and not eating that food because it's so disgusting and tastes like ass. I would rather eat my husband's dead asshole than eat the shit that I had in prison and jail. I didn't eat any of that shit. I licked it. They overcook the rice. They make it disgusting on purpose. They can't help it. They're assholes. They have to take care of other people in jail all the time. All the time they don't give their medicine. They'd rather you die than give you your medication. I know. I saw a woman dying. It was bad. Thank you for thinking I'm a goddess. I needed to hear that, James. Needed to know I was a goddess and that you've been looking up squirting and knowing what it's about. 'Cause you like sex. And you like to think about other people having sex. 'Cause you're a dirty pervert. Like you should be. Your head is in the right place. Check. Check. You'll see. I don't care about my social media as much as other people 'cause I've murdered it felony murder, my social media. Committed a crime against Mark Zuckerberg and his little dick and his stupid fucking A practices that are so fucking stupid. Doesn't believe in the First Amendment rights. Doesn't believe, thinks it's harassing. Yeah, I know you like him for me, but he's not right for me. He's more right for my friend who's a drug addict and a drug dealer. My friend came over yesterday and he had a bag of money. I swear to God, he had $50,000 on him. $50,000 on him all the time. And he carries mace. He was upset because I wouldn't let him buy my ticket when we went on a date. My Yvonne loves him for me, but he's okay. He's better for somebody else because he's a drug addict. A big one. Not like me. Not like me, who does not smoke fentanyl, because that's gross. Too much smoking for me. Yeah, you'd be dead. I'd be dead too if Yvonne wasn't around to take that fentanyl off my chest. Did not realize what I was doing until I done did it, and then my wife and my husband were paying attention to me that day, and I was going crazy because I was lonely and lost my son. Lost him. Yeah, there goes $7,000 into LA Times because I'm going to promote my books. My husband and my wife are going to see that I am worth it, even though I make mistakes. And I don't care if my white ass says all the wrong things on the internet because it's brain damage and I can't help it. I'm sorry, I think Mark Zuckerberg is that one Jew Hitler was looking for, and 3 million people had to die for him. That human trafficker and drug trafficker. He knows what he is, and he does it anyways. That's what's wrong. He's everything that's wrong with the world. He threw an election. For that fucking narcissistic cunt. Thank God he's going down. I'm glad the FBI raided that fucking prick's house. It's about fucking time. How the fuck didn't you do your goddamn due diligence before he murdered all those people? I will never understand. Yeah, felony murder. Independent studies. Those are the convictions. Of course, they're all black. Big shocker. Big shocker, indigenous. Gotta lock up those Native Americans. They can't help it. They just exist like these stupid little bitty puppy dogs. Little bitty puppy dog. Come here. Give me some love. I want some love, biggest dickies. Who's the biggest dickies? Who's got the biggest dickies? Who's got the belly? Have you got the belly? You got the belly. You want to give me a hug? You want to give me a hug? You going to give me a hug? No, you're not going to give me a hug. Oh, come on, give me a hug. You gave me a hug before. It was sweet. Stormy likes to give me hugs too. Los Angeles Times. They got to quit don't want people stealing for no reason. Just because they can't afford something, we need to figure out how to get these stupid charges under control. Fill out some RICO charges from some billionaires like Jeff Bezos, the clown. Take his department away from him. Take that space camp away from him. He's already developed it. Let him go to prison where he belongs with Mark Zuckerberg. Sitting there rotting in jail thinking about all the things they can be doing besides sitting in jail because they deserve their RICO charges in their neighborhood. In their neighborhood, they deserve it on C-SPAN. Oh, well, you shot and killed somebody. That sucks. Life in prison, that's dumb. Prison is dumb. We need to figure out a way to have people pay back their fines for killing somebody in society. Is it a little bitty puppy dog? It's a little bitty puppy dog. What are you biting me for? Oh. Oh. Did you not like having a kissy on your nose? Who's a good boy? Who's a good mamas? Yeah. Is that your mommy? That's your mommy. Hi, Go-Go son. How's the Go-Go girl? Hey, mamas. Oh, you want another hand? I wish I had 6 hands. I wish I had 6 puppy dogs. I wish I had 6 puppy dogs to play with all the time. Little bitty puppy dogs. Little bitty puppy dogs. Hi, little bitty puppy dog. You coming to love me? Hi, mamas. Could not get rid of you. I love you too much. Had you too long than to get rid of you. It's a puppy. You know, when somebody is really bad and kills somebody else and they don't feel anything, you can tell. If they don't feel anything, they need to go to jail. Those are the only people that need to go to jail. The ones that feel remorse need to get some kind of therapy. Because that's what needs to happen for that person to be whole. Because once they kill somebody, and they know they kill somebody, it's not good. Are you laying on your daughter? Do you see that little bitty puppy dog? She's a little bitty puppy dog. Little bitty puppy dog. Little bitty puppy dog. I'm a snowflake. Too bad he was so loud. Made so many noises. Too loud to be here. In this quiet community that runs on bullshit. We're gonna be in the LA Times next week sometime. I'm excited. Excited to grow up. Excited to get these pussy lips moving in a right direction.